Hello everybody and welcome to the Ron's Pies weekly update for the week of May 14th, 2019. I almost forgot the date there. This is going to be a bit of a meatier one. I have a ton of stuff to talk about, including Game of Thrones like usual, but I don't want to spend too much because I know there's already... I think that everything has already been said. Everything that can be said has already been said about Game of Thrones this week. So I want to focus a little more about some lesser known stuff, and for an update on where I'm at with the channel and what's going on and what to expect soon. I guess we can start with that. We can lead with the channel update. I don't know if I'm gonna have probably gonna be lazy and not have a graphic or something for that, but last week I said that I wanted to do a reaction to the Ghost Recon reveal and to the State of Play, and neither of those happened. I said that I knew they weren't going to be live, but they didn't end up being recorded at all because I had a really bad technical issue with my camera, and it kind of made me think about things for a little bit. Yeah, I was halfway through recording a Ghost Recon reaction, and then everything kind of just stopped, and so kind of killed my buzz for pretty much everything that day. But it got me thinking about what I want to do with this channel, specifically in regards to reactions. And I realized that my channel isn't really a reaction channel. I'd love to publish reactions and do reactions with an audience, but the fact of the matter is that that's not my focus right now. And even if I wanted it to be, I don't have the equipment to do it, which is why I reopened my Patreon page. So if you want me to do live reactions, and if you want me to do even just recorded reactions, please go there, please help me out. If I want to do live reactions, I need a new camera, I need a new PC, because right now I'm just using a DSLR, and it's not hooked to, I just have a MacBook Pro, and so I can't hook it up to my MacBook so I can record from there. It's on this weird, stupid, 12, 13, 14 minute timer, so I can only record things in relatively short bursts, so it makes it really difficult to do reactions to stuff that's more than 10 minutes long. So, and I figured if I do a reaction to something like State of Play or Nintendo Direct, it kind of sets a precedent that, okay, I do that, but I don't do a reaction to E3. E3 is the biggest one. Why aren't you doing a reaction to that? Because I'm having camera issues. But I want to be able to do both just as well as... I wanted to be able to do one thing just as good as the other. And right now I can't do that. And so that's why I reopened my Patreon page. If you go there, you can look at a lot of stuff that I want to do. But if you want live or even pre-recorded reactions, I need some new stuff. That's just the fact of the matter. Which is why I'm sticking predominantly to video essays. And apologies for not having as many as frequently. Right now I am working with GameStop TV. I'm going to be recording a new video today, actually, filming it, and that'll be the June video. And that'll take up a good couple days just working on that. And so it might not be until next week where I finally get a true blue video essay going. But the one I'm working on right now, the one that I'm spending the most time on writing and perfecting, it's going to be really good. It's going to be pretty meaty. It's not going to be it might be a 15 to 20 minute essay. And so it's going to be a pretty beefy boy. That kind of started as a goofy thing, but then kind of started taking a life of its own as I started theorizing a bit more and whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at with the channel. Check out my Patreon for a full, suite of the things I want to do. But from there, I kind of want to talk about some of the stuff I've been watching. I haven't really been playing a whole lot other than Yakuza Kiwami 2 still. I'm just kind of slowly withering away at the Platinum Trophy. Right now I'm working on Mahjong. I actually learned how to play Mahjong just so I can get the Platinum Trophy, but nothing really too exciting going on in the world of me playing video games. I'd like to try Rage 2, but as it stands I just don't have enough money to buy games. So if I get Rage 2, I'd probably just be renting it. But yeah, stuff I've been watching. Chernobyl. I'm recording this on the Tuesday it goes up. I'm recording this on Tuesday morning, and I just watched the latest episode of Chernobyl, which is an HBO miniseries about the Chernobyl incident at Pripyat in the Ukraine in the 80s. And man, that show is so... it's incredible not just for its respectful depiction of history. It's tense. There's so many moments where you're looking at this like, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this is real. There's so many moments that are just, this is crazy. Just the human sacrifice, the bravery of certain people, the lack of preparedness on the government's behalf, and there's also a lot of relevant themes to today. You can definitely tell why they wanted to release this series in 2019, because there's a lot of themes of skepticism about science, about government control of information, lots of interesting themes like that. And so I really recommend checking out. It's on HBO. If you're watching Game of Thrones like I am, it's right there. There are 2 episodes you can watch right now. Like I said, with Game of Thrones though, there's not a lot I can say that hasn't already been said, but I'm definitely someone who's fallen into the I liked this episode camp. I don't hate it. I am disappointed with some of the directions they took certain characters, like Jaime Lannister, like Daenerys Targaryen, but I thought overall it impacted me a lot. I think the thing I like most about Game of Thrones is when it has those gut punch moments of just like, oh god, I can't believe this is actually happening right now. Holy crap, this is going to change things. You know, the show will not be the same after this, and this week's episode had that, and so that's good enough for me. That's all I really want to say. I watched Detective Pikachu over the weekend, and I really liked it. I thought, quality-wise, it's essentially, the way I've been describing it to people who are curious about it is that it is an animated Pokemon movie, but it's live action. It is the same kind of quality, it is the same kind of storytelling, it's the same kind of tone. You know, it's not going to throw any crazy curveballs at you. It is what you'd expect from a Pokemon movie, but it's live action. And you know what? That's enough for me. I really enjoyed it. Trico showed up like 6 times, so that's a good Pokemon movie in my book. But yeah, it's really great if you love Pokemon. Even if you're relatively new to Pokemon, I think they do a lot to kind of excite people who know the world and its characters. And overall, like, yeah, there's some really dumb stuff that happens, but there came a solid moment toward the end of the film where I went, you know what? Screw it. I'm having a good time. It's dumb. It's supposed to be dumb. It's not trying to not be dumb. And I just had a really good time with it. Once you kind of just let go of your cynical side, it becomes a much more enjoyable movie. But yeah, that's pretty much it for... Oh, I also watched this week's Formula 1 race in Spain. It was a pretty boring race. Happy Lewis Hamilton won because I'm a fan of his, if you've noticed my hat in previous videos. But I'd really like to see Charles Leclerc win a race or two. I get pretty... Even though Mercedes is pretty much stealing this season already, I still get really excited when Valtteri Bottas wins a race because it is something different. We are seeing progression from last season. But overall, I mean, Catalunya is a pretty boring circuit to begin with. But yeah, this was a pretty boring race. Safety car was fun, though. Safety car was pretty fun. But yeah, other than that, yeah, the State of Play happened. The Ghost Recon event happened. I was filming reactions to Ghost Recon. I gave away a lot of my thoughts, and now all that's gone. It's in the ether. So overall, though, I'm happy with the reveal. I was glad. I wasn't expecting them to show as much as they did, which was a nice surprise. And there's a lot of great takeaways. I love the hiding in mud mechanic. I love the groundedness and realism of it. How, like, there's localized damage, so when you get shot in the leg, you're like limping around until you heal yourself. I think that's crazy cool. But honestly, the addition that makes me the most excited is the blowtorch, about how you can go through fences and stuff. And how many times are you playing a game where you get to an area and go, I wanted to get here, but now I have to go all the way around this thing so I can go in the right way. Whereas with the blowtorch, you can just cut right through a fence and go right in. And not only is that convenient and that's a nice quality of life update, that opens up a lot of strategic avenues. And so I think just in general, that's a really nice innovation that I want to see in pretty much every game moving forward, regardless of it being Ghost Recon. Like any open world games that have like enclosed encampments, I want a way to be able to cut through stuff so I can just go in the way I showed up at. And so in that regard, I'm very excited for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. State of Play happened. pretty eventful. I was not expecting Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't think anyone was. We'll see more in E3. Yeah, Medieval looks great. I'm really excited. I played that when I was younger, so I'm really excited to play that, finally get that in my hands. A really great release date, just around Halloween time, so I think that was really smart on there. But I would have liked a Shadow Drop, just releasing it right then and there, but I can wait until Halloween. And yeah, and they also showed the Iceborne expansion for Monster Hunter World. More Monster Hunter World's always a good thing. I love that game. I need to start grinding up again so I can get ready for that expansion, because I plan on getting it. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that happened in this current week. I thought it was going to be a pretty meaty one, but I ended up actually doing things on great time. So yeah, look forward to some videos coming relatively soon. I'm working on my GameStop TV video for June this week. Get hyped. Hopefully you've seen my May one about E3 if you've been in a GameStop this month. But otherwise, that's all I really have for you. Stay tuned for next week. Stay tuned in the coming weeks. There'll be, I know I keep saying this every week that good stuff will come, but it's finally gonna be here soon. So stick with me. Please watch them when they come out, and thank you for watching. Bye.